Hey there, welcome to Product Marketing Maestros, Tales from the Front Lines. I'm your host, Nitin Karthik. As CEO at Caribou Strategic and author of the Amazon bestseller Product Marketing Wisdom, I've always found that real-world case studies are the true litmus test for the effectiveness of any product marketing strategy. And that is why in this show, we dive into the minds of industry titans, as well as rising stars, unpacking their expertise in action-packed episodes that showcase the power of product marketing through real-world case studies. And today, my friends, we are joined by product marketing maestro Shreyans Jain in Amsterdam. Shreyans is Senior Product Marketing Manager at Founda, and he's also a Product Marketing Alliance Ambassador. Shreyans is a versatile product marketing leader with a proven track record of driving growth and launching products across industries like healthcare, edtech, AR, VR, and AI. As a founding product marketer at Founda Health, he shapes go-to-market strategies and sales enablement, as well as customer insights, and he's currently focused on defining his new messaging after the acquisition of Philips Interoperability Solutions. Previously at Volograms, he spearheaded product-led growth and sales-led GTM and community development. With an MBA from Oxford and dual degrees in engineering and mathematics from BITS Pilani, Shreyans blends creative storytelling with analytical rigor. Passionate about community building, he also serves as the Amsterdam chapter lead for the Product Marketing Alliance. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Shreyans Jain. Shreyans, it's an honor to have you on the show.
Thanks a lot, Nitin, for having me. I love talking all things product marketing, so I'm excited about this conversation. And as a solo PMM, I'm always about balancing priorities, finding ways to move fast while keeping things strategic and execution sharp. And I've been a founding PMM in my previous roles as well. And now LLMs have been a game changer in helping me with that. And I'm excited to share more about how I've made them my co-pilot in driving impact at Founda.
Absolutely fabulous. Wonderful. So Shreyans, we'll talk about a case study from your experience. And Shreyans, we'll use the ABC framework. So we'll talk about the antecedents, the prior challenges, we'll talk about the behaviors, what were some of the actions you took, and we'll talk about the conclusion, how things played out. So pick your situation, Shreyans, and tell us what were the antecedents, what were the prior challenges?
Yeah, I'll try to be more generic instead of that diving into a specific challenge, because as a solo PMM, one of the biggest challenges that I face daily is prioritization. There's always more work than time when it comes to messaging, positioning, sales enablement, GTM launches, customer insight, competitor research, and that's only to name a few. And the expectation is always to deliver quality and speed, but without a PMM team with you, it's easy to get stuck in bottlenecks and go down rabbit holes and not deliver what you're supposed to. So I was looking for ways to work smarter, not harder, without compromising quality. And as I started exploring LLMs, I realized instead of seeing them as just a writing tool, I could use them as a thinking partner to help me move faster while maintaining strategic depth.
I love that. Shreyans, so many people I think are thinking about how can we use AI, right? Everybody's talking about AI, but how can we use AI to be our friend? Because of course, many people are also concerned about maybe the negative consequences, doing more with less, and the job situation, of course, is, a little bit challenging. So wonderful. I love how you set up the antecedents. So now tell us about the behavior. So what are some of the actions that you would take when it comes to LLMs, Shreyans?
Yeah, and it's easy to get lost and just like type in what you want to when you go to one of these LLMs. So I try to segment and bucket what I do to streamline my thinking to them in the first place, because your output is only as good as your input. So I use LLMs in three key ways to streamline what I'm doing as a PMM. First is content generation and auto completion. So writing marketing content takes time, especially when you want to be clear, concise, and impactful. And now I use LLMs to draft messaging, summarize dense product details, and even autocomplete sales collateral at times. It helps me start faster and refine smarter rather than starting at a blank page. Second, I use it for information retrieval and summarization. So instead of sifting through endless market research reports or customer interviews or feedback, I use LLMs to summarize key insight, pull out trends, and even compare competitors. This means I can get to the so what a place much faster and focus on driving strategy rather than drowning in data. And finally, I also use it as a thought partner for idea generation and brainstorming. So when I need a fresh perspective on positioning, campaigns, or sales narratives, or even GTMs, I use these LLMs as a creative thinking partner. It helps me challenge my biases, come up with new angles, and refine my ideas before taking them to the stakeholders.
Excellent. I love it. I love it. Right? 3 actionable ways that you can use LLM. So when we use LLMs in these ways, from your experience, for example, let's talk about the conclusion. How have these situations played out? What are some things that we can expect?
Yeah, as as a as a PMM, as a marketer in general, I like to think in threes. And in this case, the result is I work faster, I think clearer, and I execute better. So by using LLMs as an extension of my thinking, I can accelerate content creation without sacrificing quality, extract insights quickly to inform positioning, messaging, and other things I'm working on. And I can also unlock creative thinking to sharpen my GTM strategies. And to sum it all, I don't think they've replaced my strategic thinking. In a way, they've enhanced it. As a solo PMM, I now feel like I have a co-pilot helping me fight the daily battle of priorities while keeping my work at a high standard. And yeah, like a key lesson, if there's one key takeaway, it's that LLMs aren't just a tool for efficiency, they are a force multiplier for your strategic thinking.
A force multiplier. Wow. Excellent. Very well said. I love it. I think people can take a lot of actionable insights from this discussion. So thank you, Shreyans. So Shreyans, tell us, if people wanted to find out more about you and what's next for you, where can they do that?
Yeah, so you can find me on LinkedIn. Always happy to connect and talk about product marketing. As for what next, at Founda, we're looking for a senior brand and communications manager, a role I'll be closely working with, a person I'll be closely working with. So that sounds like something people listening would be interested in. Send me a DM.
Excellent. Thank you, Shreyans. Folks, there you have it. For more insights, and if you're interested in that role, please reach out to Shreyans. And for even more insights, check out my Amazon bestseller, Product Marketing Wisdom. And armed with today's knowledge, let's make the magic happen.